Folks, I'm going to roll through this second tag vid. This is a different tag vid. This one's called the Weirdness Tag. And I'm not sure where this one originated, so you're going to have to bear with me. Got tagged here by my buddy Vidium. And we also got tagged for the same tag by tyzwain. So thanks, buddies. Appreciate it. And I'm going to try to answer these questions to the best of my ability. And as quickly as I can to the best of my ability. I didn't even look at these questions yet, but I had watched the video, so I need to remember what they were. Okay, question number one. Have you ever played a game in a weird place? What's a weird place? I mean, that's kind of interpretive, I suppose. I took my Game Boy Advance with me when I went to jury duty. When I was sitting there and waiting for my jury duty name to get called, I played Metroid Fusion on my Game Boy. That's kind of weird, but it killed the time. It's another weird place. I don't know. That's kind of an odd question. That's about as weird as it gets. I mean, you play video games at the arcade, at restaurants if they have the machines there. You play them at the department store when you go and check them out at the kiosk. You play them at your stores. You play them at home, or you play them with your friends. I mean, I don't really know how weird it's got to be. Second question. What's the longest time you have spent attempting to repair a computer or console? I'm not real tech savvy, but I'll take one apart and clean it and put it back together and see if it'll work, if it's not working. And that usually averages, like if I pull a PS2 apart or a PS1 or something and clean it and give it a once over, that takes about a half hour, 45 minutes. I don't usually work on my computer. I mean, I'll put a video card in or something and maybe put some memory in or something, but I don't know much more than that. So I'd say, about a half hour, 45 minutes, and that's not even really repairing. That's just like, it's not reading the disc right. You pull it apart, you give it a shot with the canned air, you wipe things down, you clean the lens, things like that with a Q-tip or something, a cotton swab, whatever you want to call them. Third question. Have you ever had nightmares about a game? Not about a game, movies, and it was like when I was a kid. Mainly the Nightmare on Elm Street movies gave me nightmares. Imagine that. I see they're relaunching that series too. Hopefully they don't shit all over it. I hope not, because the first two Nightmare on Elm Streets were awesome, and I liked the new Nightmare as well. The rest of them were okay, but they were kind of campy. Freddy vs. Jason was kind of funny. I'm off topic. Nightmares about a game? No. 4. Have you ever played a game and decided it was too scary to play? No, but there are games that have frightened me quite a bit. I mean, you gotta quantify this. There's different degrees of scared. I mean, to be startled and frightened in the moment is fine, but as soon as I put it up, I'm done. That would be probably the Fatal Frame series. I think it's called Project Zero across the pond there, and also the some of the Resident Evils are pretty startling, pretty frightening, especially like Resident Evil 2 when the Nemesis first showed up and was busting through walls and stuff. That was pretty cool. So that's it. We finished it, folks, and pretty quickly, I might add. Let me see if I'm going to tag anybody with this. Okay, folks, I'm going to tag a couple of people. This is all, optional. It always is. It's not like I can come to your house and shake you down. You got to do this tag. Let's see. We'll tag Phantom Gamer 2304. We'll tag the Goomba, 8-Bit Goomba. Why not? I got his off the wall tag. third hand, so we'll tag him back, and let's go with that. I don't want to overly tag myself. I don't want to over tag. So anyway, folks, I'm gonna get out of here. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'm gonna sign off. Oh yeah, since Vidium had asked me, Vidium had sent me a package a while back with some bead art and some other stuff, and I told him that I brought it to work. He had asked me if I'd show it, or if I got a shot of it when I post it, and I figured since I was shooting this vid here, I'd go ahead and show the art, the bead art and stuff. So up here is where I put the link he sent me, and we got Mario and Luigi facing off right there, which I thought's cool. I kept the Super Mario candy dispenser at home. You may see it on my shelf. We have some other stuff. We've got a lot of these are toys that came in like kids meals, or they sold at like fast food places when the movies were coming out, like the Clone Wars movie, animated movie, and the episode 3 and stuff. Those statuettes are limited edition, and they do light up, which is cool. I got some Clicks dispensers and some Pez dispensers. I got a Wii Clicks dispenser, which is pretty cool. And then I have some random Star Wars. We got Grievous, and we've got Darth Vader, Anakin, and things like that, just kind of spread around. I got my Yoda bobblehead doll back there, and, you know, just kind of some random stuff. So anyway, folks, that's the end of this vid, and I'm going to sign off. Hopefully I can get these two together for you tonight, and you're not too bored. So see you next video. I'm trying to get some gameplays done, too, on this 3DO stuff. I know that I bought like 30 games in the space of a week, and a lot of people want to see a lot of them, and I'm going to work on it. I really am working on it. Just bear with me. If there's certain game you ask to see, I'm going to try to get around to them as best I can. So anyway, I'm going to sign off, folks. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time. Okay? Bye.